Was yapping. Oh, who ordered the yappuccino? All you do is yap in your videos. I am sick and tired of you guys calling me a yapper. Do you even understand what yapping is? Yapping is talking incessantly about nothing when you're not getting to the objective. It means that you're bogging down your stories with circumstantial details that don't contribute to anything at all. Oh, he must have come from the Appalachian Mountains. I had never yapped about a thing in my life. Do you know what it takes to yap about something? You got to be talking about absolutely nothing, going on and on and on about a topic. When everyone's saying, damn, bro, that's crazy. Whoa, that's wild. How could you do all that stuff? And no one's really taking the hint that you're just talking nonstop. I feel like some people just want to talk to hear themselves talk. I would never do that, dude. I'd never be yapping. I'd be listening all the time. Every word that comes out of my mouth 100% has meaning 100% of the time. You think I have what it takes to yap? Man, there are too many thoughts in here for me to be yapping. Yappuccino, yappa this, yappa tappa do, man. I am not watching the freaking Flintstones, man. When I'm talking, I care about what I'm talking about. I'm not saying, this, that. I don't go to the Yap store, man. It's Gap, Yap. You know what I'm talking about? This isn't department level conversation. I talk about things that matter all the time. Like this morning, when I was driving to work, these cars, man, they're going everywhere. And I was like, gosh, dude, if we could just like sit down and focus, I wouldn't need to be talking all this time. Like I have so many thoughts that I need to be sharing, but people aren't engaging with it. Nobody's listening to me, man. And then I come out here and I condense all my thoughts into a really precise video with a short amount of time. And all you can do is say that I'm yapping. Like I really would be yapping about all this stuff. Yapping is not my forte. It's not my purview, man. I've got a proclivity for listening. And that's the point of psychiatry. All psychiatry is listening to people. Have you ever met a psychiatrist that likes to talk more than they like to listen? I haven't. I spend all my time listening. Like, I should just make a video that's 10 minutes long of me just listening to you guys instead of you call me a yapper all the time. You know, how would you like to be quiet? Well, here's something that you should think about. How about pot calling the kettle black, huh? How many of you are yapping in my comment section? You're not yapping with your mouth, but you're yapping with your thumbs. That's getting pretty annoying, dude. Like, yeah, why don't you yap with your ears a little bit and start listening to the words that I'm saying? You think I do this for fun? Sometimes I do, but I do it because I try to make money. I don't see any value in sharing my thoughts with the internet. The only reason I do it is because I want revenue to come through this little screen. I've got this tiny little machine that's able to capture the pixels of my face and reflect who I am, and I can use it to milk money from you. That's the only reason why I actually do anything in life, is because I want to make money. And yapping? Yeah, you think yapping is the purpose of life? It's not. Yapping is a pleasure. And you think pleasure equates happiness? Absolutely not. I wouldn't even dream of saying that yapping is something that equates to happiness. Man, yapping is a chore, and I don't like to do chores. So no, in the meantime, I will not be yapping, okay? And you can take that to the bank. Along with me, who will be taking all this revenue from all the cash I make, just streaming myself online, unfortunately, yapping a little bit to the screen, but that's where I am, you know? And then you can sit here and say, oh, this guy's a yapper. Yeah, freaking right, man. Oh my gosh. You know, I think some of you that think I yap a lot just need to kind of understand what a real yapper looks like. And then you could come back to me and be like, wow, this guy's calm, he's placated, he's composed, he listens. I didn't even know what yapping was until I saw Preston. And now I realize that is the definition of not yapping. Because this is a guy that really, he only says what's on his mind. And whenever he says something, he says what needs to be said. You know, that's a guy that doesn't yap. So why don't you go back to Starbucks and you can order the Yappuccino for yourself, but I'll be taking the quiet, sit by myself, mysterious on ice, please. Thank you. Venti, large, whatever they use at Starbucks these days. I'm more of a Dunkin' Donuts kind of guy, except, and I tried to go, what's that drive-through coffee place? It's not I don't know, but they're pretty sweet, dude. Like, I was like, man, I feel like I need to get this on half sweetness because it's really just, it's not doing it for me. You know what I mean? And I don't want to have black coffee because it's not like, oh, you know, like, I'm so tough. I prefer black coffee over this sugar stuff. It's not even for health reasons. Actually, like a while ago, like I was trying to impress with my friends and they were like, yo, I only drink black coffee. And I was like, oh yeah, me too, 100%. Like, I like black coffee too, but I didn't actually like black coffee at the time. The only reason I did it is because I was trying to impress them. You know what I mean? And then I just kind of got used to the taste of black coffee. Now I just kind of prefer it. It's like tastes too sweet to me or something. But then people come at me and they're like, "Oh, you just drink black coffee because you're a health nut," all this stuff. It's like, well, that's not true. You know, we just be chasing the taste that tastes good to us, and sometimes black tastes a little bit better. Like I'm not trying to deal with sweet stuff all the time. You know what I mean, man? And the other thing that annoys me is how people just take all their insecurities and they project them on other people. They're just talking about how, oh man, you know, maybe I talk too much. Maybe I'm the yapper. Maybe I'm Yapper Dan, you know, and I need to slick my hair back. But because I'm worried about that and I hate it in myself, and I go online and I see some guy talking quietly about his thoughts, and I see that part of myself and I say, he's talking and I don't like it when I talk too much. I'm worried about the amount that I yap. So I'm going to call him a yapper. You ever think about that? Maybe, in a way, you're taking a spotlight on your insecurities and you're shining them on me. I'm up here being vulnerable, sharing about black coffee and how I feel when it comes to selecting my beverage of choice from a Starbucks. And you dare call me a yapper? Like, look in the mirror, man. Why don't you think for a second about who the real yapper is? Because if you've seen anything from this video, I'm doing the farthest thing from yapping. Every single word I'm saying is as condensed as it can be. It's not possible for me to make these sentences any shorter. I can't communicate these ideas in fewer words. And I think maybe you just don't appreciate that the density of my ideas is so thick. Thick's not the right word. But it's so dense that it's impossible to make this any shorter. Otherwise, I would cut too many details. And here's the thing about cutting details. It's nice to simplify things, but sometimes when you oversimplify stuff, you just get it completely wrong. And I don't want to get things wrong, man. Like, I started this platform so I could do things right, outside of just getting money from people. You know, the only thing that I like more than being right is just milking things for hedonic pleasure. And I see every single interaction I have is completely transactional. So why would I spend more time on that transaction, talking, wasting my breath, wasting my saliva, wasting my thoughts, if I'm not getting anything back from the transaction? See, a transaction where I don't benefit, that's the definition of yapping. You think anyone would yap if they knew that? No, because anyone who's yapping in my comment section, they're a bad businessman. They don't know what it takes to make money out here. That's why they think I'm the yapper, because they see a good business and they're like, oh my gosh, yapperoo, yappadappadoo. I already used yappadappadoo. It's just frustrating, man. I'm running out of yap puns to come up with, like I'm some kind of yap dog, you know. And it's all because I have so many ideas that I need to funnel into you guys. Yet here you are, being so confident, smug, and wrong. There has never been a place on the internet I've seen people more confidently wrong than in my comment section. And you know what's funny? I think it would happen by now, but I'm 27 years old and I have yet to be wrong. And I just keep waiting for it to happen. You know, like, it's bound to happen soon. But it just doesn't. I just keep being right. Isn't that weird? You know? And maybe that means something. What do you think it means? I think it means that when I sit here and tell you I am not yapping, you should freaking believe it, because I'm not yapping. There's absolutely no way I'm yapping. So can we guys, all as a group, chill for a second with the yapping jokes? Because it's starting to piss me off. I'm doing my best to be as concise, as succinct as possible. And you have the freaking gall, you have the temerity to come into my comment section and call me a yapper. Say, bro, who ordered the yappuccino? And I'm tired of it, man. So this is me being vulnerable. This is me taking as few thoughts as I can and sharing them with you guys. Saying, no, I'm not a yapper. And I really hope that we can take this moment to put these things to rest. Because I'm over it. You know, I'm freaking over it. I'm tired of it. It's frustrating to me. I have other things I want to get to. Like I'm taking time out of my day to share these thoughts with you guys. Yet you freaking have nothing better to do than you can't handle how much you hate yourself. And how much you hate that you yap, and you just clump it up in this little ball of vitriol, and you throw it at me and say, he's the yapper. Well, I ask you today, who's the real yapper, because it's certainly not me.